I'm Nick Hughes, and this is Founders Live Conversations.
How safe is it? Can I trust that your company is taking care of my security and my cells?
Right. So that's a great question. So privacy, security, and also like the regulatory landscape. These are things that we all had to be very cautious about and very careful about when we wanted to offer this service. So on the regulatory side, we actually registered with the FDA. We went through, we looked at all the requirements for how do we process cells, how do we do what's called a chain of custody to make sure that Nick's cells never get lost or mixed up with somebody else's cells, because you need to have access to your cells in the future. So we have what's called a quality assurance program we implemented, and we ended up getting audited by some consultants, and they were like, you're good to go. So we registered with FDA. So everything's being handled appropriately. In terms of security and privacy, we also have built-in protocols where your cells, once they've left your body and we're processing them, we de-identify them, meaning we don't have any identifiable information on the cells themselves. So that means whoever, like our storage partners, can't say that this is Nick's cells. They don't know whose cells these are. So you get that privacy from your actual cells.
Yeah.
And the only person that has that information, the only people that do are you and us, that we keep in a secure database.
Right.
So
walk me through 5-10 years in the future, if I need to access these cells, if I want to, walk me through that process of how that would work.
So right now, if you need to use your cells, we just kind of do this concierge style. You contact us, we help you figure out, is the use case of the cells appropriate? Because there is a lot of misinformation. There's a lot of people claiming, that they can use your cells, and we want to make sure that what you're using them for is a viable or authorized use. That's today. That's again more concierge style. But in 5 or 10 years, it's going to be pretty routine. We actually think basically you'll just go on your customer profile. You'll have to validate your identity. Obviously, you can't just log on and we'll send your cells off. But once that's happened, you basically click a button and we'll deliver them to your healthcare provider. So I think that's where technology is heading, is just being able to make things very convenient for our customers.
And so is it you'll deliver them to the healthcare provider based on like if I'm going to have a procedure done?
Right.
So I'm not even really I'm not dealing with them in the mail. It's
right.
They're going to be delivered to the clinic or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Our goal is, this is really consumer focused, where there's a lot of complexities around again regulatory or the science or even what technologies are available. So we're trying to streamline that process. Ideally, we'd have like a list of here are all the available therapies or providers that we partner with, and you just press a button and everything else will be handled. We'll be shipping them to them. We'll make sure that they're screened appropriately, and we'll make sure that it's received and characterized and used correctly. So the idea for you is that you'll have the information of what's going on, but it should be digestible, and it shouldn't be very difficult for you to be able to access and use.